Back. Leon turned back to me. The silence in his voice betrayed the message in his steady gaze. You're a beautiful woman, and I can ache for your touch. Wait. Leon turned back to me. The silence in his voice betrayed the message in his steady gaze. You're a beautiful woman, and I ache for your touch. Listen, you just had to be there, okay? I gave him a small thumbs up as a show of support, but I don't know if he saw. Leon turned towards the container and reached inside. A chalice, huh? Or would that be a goblet? I mean, what's the essential difference? Isn't a chalice handleless and then a goblet has, no, chalice has handles, goblet doesn't. Trap time! I hate to reference Scooby-Doo for the third time, but it's not like some hardcore fanboy shit. Like, not just, I've seen the original series, like, I'm married to Velma in my... Wow, 3 of them. The odds are hardly seem fair. For them. Yeah, that's right, Leon. You knock him right out of the chainmail. Ah! Worms in the head! Notice the little thought exercise. Is this the plague thing bringing the armors to life? And if so, why don't only some of them walk? Are there like baby plagues and toddler plagues, or is it just all choreographed? Who knows? Back to panicking. Wormheads! I'm never used to that, but hey, it killed all the heads. Sunlight really is the best disinfectant. What the? More of them? This is a really aggressive trap. That's how you do it, Leon. Give them the old runaround. Zombie bugs can't compete with the human capacity for cheap tactics. And done. 3 cheers for not having to see Leon be butchered. Phoebus, hello. That's one path down. I'm sure the other path will be just as openly hostile, but honestly, I'm kind of excited to see. This game has been a trip. Honestly, it's been a delightful trip. Once we exited the living armor, Leon waltzed over to the table in front of us. Again, as always, this is just my portfolio for when I'm hired to do Class of 09, but like, whatever else they have planned in the future. It'd be pretty sick. Some kind of note, huh? A little hard to make out what it says in this light. I see my name in there and Lewis, and something about a troublesome woman. No idea who that is, but it's good to know somebody is pumping more estrogen into the sausage fest, and it's making Salad cry tiny tears. All the better. Remain spoiler free. Oh wait, is there actually spoilers if I see them? As we entered the room, we stepped over a panel that sank with our weight. Floor panels, huh? Yeah, looks like there's one in each corner. It's like Twister as it's conceived by Mr. Fantastic. I mentally beamed Leon a suggestion that he should push the statues as a way to hold down the switches. Apparently it was very persuasive. Hi, Nor. Is this some crazy form of guest entertainment? I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but there will be no horse... what is it? It's like hors d'oeuvres? I think it's hors d'oeuvres. Until you solve this lame puzzle. Master's orders. Thank you for the follow. I felt a little bad for letting Leon do all the grunt work, but then I remembered that only one of us is being paid to be here. And presto, the guilt just evaporated. Ika, hi. Once Leon was finished rearranging Salad's furniture, he had us stand on the remaining 2 switches, which had the desired effect of opening the door. That wasn't too bad. Puzzles are fun when I don't have to do the work to solve them. Wait, a Kevlar second? Is that? I think you've lived long enough. Oh wait, he's doing the voices, never mind. I'm so confused. Am I supposed to be dead or alive when I get shipped back to America? There's just no message discipline here. Regardless, I glanced at Leon to see if he was still responding to Salad's obvious bodily threats with a stern look and forward posturing. You can't say the man is inconsistent.
Let's see if you can survive this time.
Ooh, what are you gonna do? Taekwondo? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no! No! Seriously, do I have to keep inviting death to every party? Yes, this is a Otome edition. It's from the perspective of Ashley. Seriously, do I have to keep inviting death to every party? I looked at Leon, who seemed to be equally disappointed in what I had done. You scheming inbred weasel. First we'll kill you, and then we'll have biscuits and tea. Can't say that was unexpected, but still, damn, that little blue nugget. I know this is a little tangential to the ceiling spike problem, but this, is that supposed to be the Virgin Mary? How implicated is the Catholic Church in this whole operation? I'm just asking questions. Leon took aim at the ceiling, and more specifically a glowing spot that seemed curiously eager to be shot at. Aha! Maybe that will stop the ceiling! Who says violence isn't the answer to everything? Oh, thank God it stopped. Credit where it's due, though a pretty good trap if you're not constantly armed. Thanks for nothing, Godmom. We followed the hallway that Salad had escaped through. If the wall trap was any indication, this is probably a multi-stage trap. Because why not? What else does a literal man-child have to do? Well. Man, so predictable. Wait a second. I'm not on the other side of that door. Ah! What's that rumbling? Oh, that's not good. You didn't really think I would look, did you? How would that benefit me? I'll tell you it wouldn't. Instead, let's ask the question that matters. How many bullets does it take to save Ashley Graham from annihilation? Let's math. 1. 2. Oh, I was kind of hoping for a 3. Thank you, Annan, for this. Ashley, so big. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Ooh. Oh, you know, I should probably move. Sorry, I'm just dealing with my dog down beside me. Oh, so I didn't give you to read that part. Sorry. Hold on, log. I quickly ran up to Leon and tried to offer thanks for saving me. You know, it might just be simpler if I lump all my thanks into one really solid... You know, it might just be simpler if I lump all my thanks into one really solid blowjob. I mean, most men conflate sex with gratitude, right? Wow, Liam must be pretty dumb with all of this. He's just skipping over some easy barrels. I suggest the BJ at a better time. To be fair, there is a treasure chest right in front of us. At Leon's level, you gotta be smarter about looting and grinding. Oh, loot grinding, sorry. Huh, a matching grail. It's priceless, I'm sure, but is pilfering Salad's tableware really the best use of our time? That parasite ain't gonna be suppressed forever. Ah, well, I guess I should just be grateful that the box wasn't a mimic that ate Leon's arm off. There's always a silver lining if you invent one. She's got a point. Hold the Holy Grail. How is there a giant padlock on this door? Didn't Salad leave this way? Come on, Ash. This is his castle. Of course he'd have secrets. Of course he'd have secrets exits. That's sorry. I went to say exists, but it's not exists. It's exits. The Valley Girl in me is causing me to fuck up with my speech! I'm sorry. Come on, Ash. This is his castle. Of course he has secret exits. That little rat skittering through the holes. Now we're all having a good laugh at Saddle's totally flimsy locks, and I support that, but let's be fair. These are top-tier security systems for 1803. Where's your heart? And I'm gonna have to talk like this when my Garu outfit's done. Like, whenever I use it, it's just Valley. I hope you guys are ready to cook. Onward to freedom! Never mind. These billowing drapes, though, striking yet calming image. He does not care. He only shoot. Yes, very calming indeed. sorry. I see now. You gotta put the chalices in the hands of their respected statue. If I were a 5-year-old, I'm sure I'd be very impressed by this puzzle. I think someone's just at the front door. Well, that was totally overwrought, but whatever. We lived and we got treasure, and these kinds of shoot and loot games. In these kinds of shoot and loot games, that's all that matters. I love it when things are color-coded. Okay, let's save. We entered the next room, which was, I'm happy to report, mercifully straight hallway. Gold chalices are cool, but appreciating life's small pleasures, that's the real treasure here. Yeah, we'll keep that one there. I love yellow paint. Wait, somewhere in the recesses of my brain, I feel a tingle that says there's money nearby. Cashley's back! Wait, that's weird. Did he read my thoughts? I mean, I could see through his eyes before, so maybe the parasite has finally established two-way calling? How should I test this hypothesis? Oh yeah, now there's an idea. I have to say it! Oh, fuck, dude. Peggy rights activist! How should I test this hypothesis? Oh yeah, now there's an idea. Let me peg you. You want me to peg you. Pegging is hip and so fun. I'll be your peg dispenser. You can call me your Peggy Sue. I'll go in first if you let me peg you. Damn it! I was so close to my second pegging! Oh my god. Oh, I get it. When they hang low, we punch high. Oh my god. I love this game. Just, whoa, are they putting the parasite into bugs too? Is there any reason for that, or are we just touring the world's most depraved science fair? Huh, looks like the big bad bug hive had a bit of a soft spot. Good thing, good going, Agent K. My god, it's that Village Watchtower all over again. Whee! Hi, Jobs. Fuck, I feel so alive! With the nest in ruins, we were clear to pass through. I'm really glad we didn't run into the bugs that made that nest. I mean, if you use wasps as an analog and scale up to the nest size, things could have been. Okay, it's actually kind of funny how her profile picture got yoinked. Oh, where am I? Oh, Jesus, I'm flying! This would be totally whimsical if not for the giant cockroach that's going to suck out my bone marrow through its proboscis, I'm pretty sure! Suddenly rediscovering my fear of being flown over the withering heights, I felt my consciousness slip away. Yeah, I probably would too. That's crazy. Episode 31, free falling. Oh no. Aren't you good? My pet, you can go, Verdugo. Don't just let her lie there. Pick her up. Hearing the whisper of a goblin, I snapped away. Oh, hello there, Ashley. So nice of you to finally join us. She's not impressed. A shame that our first meeting could not have been more diplomatically arranged, but we just couldn't seem to line up our schedules. She's not impressed. Shy, are we? That's fine. Like a true gentleman, I know how to appreciate a quiet woman. Eat shit. Oh my, I didn't think you would be so opinionated at this stage. You better make sure your goons hold on tight, or I'll be sharing my boots opinion with your face. Ha ha ha, quite the fighter, eh? You really shouldn't pick up Mr. Scott's bad habits. It could get you killed. It's Kennedy. What?
Fucking
Don't fucking tell him. Fucking dumb bitch. His name isn't Mr. Scott, dummy. It's Leon Scott Kennedy. Get your intel about, guess your intel has about the same reach as your legs. Know what his name is. It's an insult. I'm denying him the respect of using his family name. Yeah, sure. I bet you don't even know my middle name. Of course I do. It's Emily. Wow, good job. It's actually Babette. Whatever, I have more important things to deal with. Keep her quiet while I make this call. Oh, hi, Envy. I wonder if you can see me, Mr. Kennedy. Well, someone adapts quickly. If you scratch her, I'll break your bones. Leon, I'm so touched that you would break people's bones for me. First, we'll see if you can make it this far. You better be careful about what you do next, Romaine. Broken bones don't heal very fast at your age. I might be more offended if you weren't so mistaken, but alas, as I told your bodyguard, I'm only 20 years old. What the? What kind of drugs have you done to look like that at 20? A bimbo like you wouldn't probably know this, but I have a condition. It's called progeria. What's progeria? Bimbo, very original. Didn't anybody ever tell you that two wrongs don't make a right? I tire of this conversation. Bring her inside while we wait. Maybe we can even give our guests of honor a little tour. Sure, why not? Maybe I'll be finally be impressed. The strain of Las Plagas they carry gives them incredible strength and resilience. Unfortunately, it also makes them a little rowdy. After a few accidents, I decided some safeguards were necessary. They will not attack me, but I strongly recommend that you stay quiet as we walk by. That's a hell of a HR policy. Well, Jim, the other employees have expressed some concerns about your conduct, so we just decided to remove your eyeballs. But don't worry, you get to keep them. Keep the Wolverine claws. Although, now that I think about it, is that why you locked up that one guy in the dungeon? Come again? There was one of these dudes in a dungeon. It was literally in the room next to where you gave your little "you can die" speech. Oh, I don't go into that room very often, so... And yet you set your Rapidash statues to perpetual fire blast. This fucking guy! So you just forgot you just left your own minion locked up in a dungeon? In case you haven't noticed, this is a very large castle. It is easy to misplace things. Employees aren't a thing you misplace. That is, at best, criminal negligence. That is of no concern to me. I'll simply fetch Marco once we're done here. You can't. Leon killed him. Very well. Then Pablo and John will simply have to repay the favor. Yeah, revenge and all that. But really, Pablo and John, you couldn't think of something more dangerous sounding like, I don't know, death metal or knife party? Those were their names in a past life. But I do see your point. You gotta anticipate the optics. So you do. Come. No. So you do? Yeah. So you do. Come. That includes you, Octavio. You know, I really rather not. In the audio. Hutchinson Gilford progeria syndrome is a rare genetic disorder that causes accelerated aging. Really? Fast oxidization. So, you have a throne. There was a time when the fate of nations was decided from that chair. Perhaps I will regale you with some stories while we wait. But for now, let's set the scene, shall we? You two, take Miss Graham and have her stand by those columns. I'll take my place at the seat of judgment. You sure you don't need a booster seat? You sure you don't need a booster seat? Huh, you know what? Force her on her knees. It'll make for a good optics, don't you think, Ashley? You know, I really need to be more sensitive to the fact that I have no leverage here. This marble is freezing. Is a floor mat too much to ask for? You have to forgive me. I've never had much use for hospitality. History is more my calling. I can tell you plenty about Salazar's illustrious heritage if you would care to know. Only if I get to hear it to more harpsichord. That can be arranged. Octavio, Musatia, Rapida. I'm the one being held hostage. Also, hi, Shy. We are all guilty of sins of our fathers, Miss Graham. That is what it means to have a heritage. Now, fuck that shit! Could you translate that into non-zealot for me? Tell me, what role did your father play in the destruction of Raccoon City? What? You know about Raccoon City? Guys, so bad. Hi. Thank you for the follow. Ahem. Oh, how could I not? Raccoon City is the reason we are all here right now. But the problem with Americans, you want to throw rocks and pretend there won't be ripples. I don't understand what you're getting at, but my dad wasn't the one who leveled Raccoon City. That was his predecessor. You seem to be very misinformed about your own government, Miss Graham. Your father was the vice president. He could have known. Why didn't he stop it? I mean, yeah, he was, but that doesn't mean it's his decision to make. There's chains of command. A chain's power is in its cohesion. Miss Graham, break it at the right place and it collapses. Your father could have broken it, but instead he's now the president. So you're assuming way too much about my dad if you think he's that politically savvy. For real, go watch his first debate. Oh, don't misunderstand me. This isn't about his own power. It's about trying to escape one's sins. How many people died, do you know? In Raccoon City, it was like almost 100,000. 100,000 lives or to bury one's city secrets, a smoldering monument to man's conceit. That is what you have inherited, Miss Graham. That is your legacy. Jesus Christ. Believe it or not, I sympathize with you a great deal. We have a lot in common. Oh yeah? Like what? Both of us has been gifted a stained legacy, but also the power to shape the world. And thanks to Lord Sadler, our destinies have been brought into an alignment. Whatever you're talking about isn't gonna matter a lick as soon as Leon gets here. On the contrary, dear Ashley, everything begins with his arrival. Speaking of which... There's so much words, I have the word! Octavio, vamos.
Ashley.
Leon! Mr. Kennedy, don't you know when it's time to throw in the towel?
Oh. Leon! He's gone again. Oh, I'm deaf losing my voice. I thought I was sick, and now I'm just gonna lose it. Fuck, I have the Alright. It's over. Everything we survived. Over nothing. On the upside, at least I won't have to die being the only one of us who walked into a stupidly obvious trap.
Where's the satisfying sound of one's impalement?
You're sick! Do you hear me? Sick! The whole world is sick, Miss Graham. I'm simply a...
How dare you!
He donked. Sorry, I was reading Resident Evil No, I am not. No, it's... Well, technically this is a Resident Evil fan, but this is a funny one, okay? The full context. Leon, you sexy bastard. You know what? I really can't escape the fan fiction comments with that one. Leon, you sexy bastard. I knew you wouldn't fall for that old trick. Yeah, he's pissed now. Political theory was right. Nothing shreds a tyrant's thin robes faster than mockery.
No more games. Kill him!
He is a child. Accusations are too real. I'm gonna imagine he said kale him because I'm childish.
Quickly, we shall prepare for the ritual.
You better hope you're not involved in that, girl.
Leon, you're alive.
Wait, did he just say ritual? Yeah, you're kind of fucked. Oh, cutscene. I didn't write shit! Oh, at least we're finally at the cold. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna turn the audio down again. Oh my god, the balancing, the balancing, the balancing, the balancing. At least we're finally out of the cold night air. I swear, the second I get home, I'm gonna ritualistically burn every skirt I own so this doesn't happen again. Leon, I hope you're okay. I wonder what you're doing right now. Whee! Well, if true, all that craziness, who knows how long it will take Leon to reach us. I've got to try and stall whatever time I can. If only there was some kind of obvious topic that exploited his vanity and self-interest. Maybe I could ask him about his lava supply network. Actually, that's got to yield something. What the... Oh. Welcome to your case study in Small Man, Big Problems. What do you think? The accuracy is striking, is it not? Sure, if you don't count the height. Be smart, Ashley. This might be your best chance to stall for time. All I gotta do is leverage my deep experience of feigning interest in men's nonsense. The physical verisimilitude is impressive, but really strikes me as the figurative expression of your manhood. The violent cohabiting of the body and its projection is downright postmodern. Yes, that is... what do you mean exactly? I'm saying your dick is really small. Fucking loser! Dare I ask you to repeat that statement? Why bother when your statue says it louder than I ever could? You're pushing your luck, Miss Graham, pushing it very far indeed. Well, at least I've got something to push. Hey! Enough, we've wasted enough time. Let us continue the ritual chamber. Ooh, ritual chambers. If it's gonna be kinky, maybe we should settle on a safe word first. I said enough! Well, Leon, I've done all I can. I just hope it is, in fact, enough. I took the... I had to, guys. Listen, I needed to... I had to hear... yeah. I needed to do it. That doesn't look good. Beautiful, isn't it? Fuck. What is it? Metamorphosis, the end of one life, the beginning of another. Yeah, but what does it do? The ritual is simple. You'll be carried into the heart of the flower, and then by the will of Las Plagas, you'll be reborn. Isn't that right, Alfonso? Alfonso? Salad glanced knowingly at the monster looming over me. Oh my god. Alfonso, you're the butler! If you can understand me, you don't have to do this. Just help me! Save your breath, Ashley. Alfonso is a simple man. Loyalty to my family is all he knows. He is beyond helping you. If he becomes of a fucking dating option, I'm gonna laugh. He didn't want this for you. I read his note. He thought Saddle was just taking advantage of your guilt. Oh, you think I don't know that? I've lived my whole life as a family's puppet. I know when my strings are being pulled. But you don't have to be used. You can choose a different path. And I can help you. You need resources. I got connections. All I need, Miss Graham, is a purpose, and you've already given it to me. Is it so difficult for you to make sense? Given your role in things, I suppose it's only fair that I meet your tenacity with a little clarity. Fine, listen well. I need a drink if he's gonna start monologuing. This story concerns a family, as most stories do. A broken family. My family. Oh god, here comes the grievances. The Salazars are proud once. Our castle was not a museum, but a monument. Our name was not a sound, but a symbol. Kings begged for our favor, peasants begged for our mercy. And I'm begging you to spare me your bullshit. Cool, but you think you could draw a tighter line between that and a giant plant thing? I'm getting there. That kind of power does not arise overnight. It begins where all things do, at home in the garden of kinship. Children are like any seed. Plant them in a good soil, give them care and a plan, and they'll thrive for generations. You know, my parents hate gardening, and just felt like acknowledging that. What kills a garden is not time, but complacency. We stop caring and we forget the vision, and that is when the rot seeps in. I too crib my worldview from Better Homes and Gardens. Such is the fate of the Salazars. My ancestors did not stop the rot, they buried it, and we have been dying ever since. I am its final wretched embodiment. My god, the butler has mandibles. Am I gonna have mandibles? I mean, no offense to the fronds, but I think I would rock them better. I've never had a purpose except to live in the shadow of my ancestors and await for death. But Lord Sadler changed all that. He gave me a new vision for a new garden. Finally, the glib little garden salad is moving out of the exposition. Can't wait for the unsatisfying climax. Maybe he is using me, but in a way I'm also using him. Through his ambition, I will plant one more seed and persevere. Am I getting impregnated? In my social circle, men who want to plant their seed and preserve their legacy are also the kind that never pay child support. And that's you, my dear sister. You know, I don't know how I feel about him being like, ah yes, I must plant my seed and continue the lineage, and then referring to me as sister afterwards. There's layers to this. And that's you, my dear sister. When you emerge from the bud, your plagas will awaken to my call and our spirits will be bound to a single purpose. A coercive spirit marriage with incest vibes. Plot, consider yourself twisted. Hey, she picked up on it. I cannot truly know whether the Lord's intent is sincere, but in you I will have a trusted avatar, and together we will wipe clean the sins of our fathers and create a more perfect world, one that can never rot. In short, I have daddy issues, and I don't know how entropy works. Got it. That's all very poetic. There's just one problem. And that is, well, the second law of thermodynamics notwithstanding, I didn't sign up to be your fucking legacy! Huh, you cannot fight fate, Miss Graham. You can only choose whether or not to embrace it. And now's the time for you to make that choice. Alright, so a wall-mounted flower god is about to turn me into a human flamethrower for this self-righteous arsonist. How do I feel about that? Fuck that noise. You're right, Brain. If this man wants to make choices over my lady body, he's gonna hear the opinions that come with it. Fuck you, you insufferable, zealous prick! When I come out of your Venus flytrap, I will cut off your tiny goddamn testicles and use them as a Christmas ornaments! Oh, hey, who's that? It's that guy. Oh, it's just the harpsichordist. Could I be lucky enough for a convenient plot distraction, or is he just excited about playing my funeral dirge? This had better be critically important, Octavio. I know homebrews is like friends or something. Homeboys. Must I deal with everything myself? Alfonso, come, let's roll out the red carpet for our special guest. Stay here and watch her. She goes nowhere, understood? Si, senor. Understood that. Tell Leon I said hi, and that I hope he kicks your ass. Oh, it's getting closer. Oh no, it's gonna touch me. I thought about rolling myself over the platform, but the goon complicated that plan. I wonder if I could just distract him somehow. No, I don't think I like that. I don't think I'm a fan of that. What kind of voice do I want to do for this? I had a thought.
Such delightfully soft skin.
Well, I don't want to brag, but my moisturizing game.
What is that thing? Hello, Ashley.
Oh my god, it does!
In this form displeases you, I could speak through another body in a tone more familiar to someone of your culture.
Oh no. Howdy, little miss. How's this suit? Yeah, girls like cowboys, right? I'm very confused. I'm very confused. You know, I should check my sanity meter, see what condition my condition is in. Huh. How many dollars does it take to unscrew Ashley Graham's brain? It doesn't matter, because there aren't enough dollars. Okay, so what the hell are you? A cousin to Cthulhu?
We are what you've seen before you. Nothing more, nothing less.
Bruh. You're talking wallflower, not a canned fucking biscuit. Don't even play. What we mean, little missy, is that we are a boundless consciousness animated by an ancient plagueis. Some might call us a harvester of the souls, but we really just enjoy the collection angle. Okay, well, that is more detail than I wanted. What do you want from me?
As we said, we are the collector.
The parasite that clings to your bones is not merely a means of control. It both records and transmits your essential self. Human interests are too narrow, their senses too rudimentary to appreciate the delectable knowledge. But to us, it is a precious nectar. In short, you smell real good and you feel real. In short, you smell real good and you feel real soft, and we'd like to get to know you better, mainly by consuming you. Sadly, not the first time I've received that proposition. Maybe I'll offer what I did to the last guy. I don't guess you would settle for drinking my pee. Oh. I guess you wouldn't, I guess you would settle for drinking my pee out of a jar, huh? Afraid not, little miss. Can't really palaver with your parasite in such an indirect fashion. Besides, urine is terrible for our pH level. No! Shut up, Myra! Yeah, and being eaten whole is really bad for mine! We understand you might be scared. Sorry. We understand you might be scared, but no need to fear. These tentacles are abundantly gentle. You might even think of them as genticles. I don't fucking like that. These hentai signals are getting a little pronounced. Alright, next question. How am I supposed to be consumed by you and also become a Salad Czar's mind wife? Seems like a conflict of interest. What we receive, we also return. In exchange for this nourishment, we will birth you anew in a manner befitting the small one's desires. Translation. Well, if you don't mind me getting all technical for a sec, there's two basic types of plagus. Dominant and submissive. Oh, we're gonna assume you got the second. Submissive? Huh? Salad, did you say, sorry. Submissive? Huh? Salad did say he was surprised that I was so opinionated. Maybe Lewis's suppression drug is actually having some effect. This would, however, explain why I've been so weirdly docile around Leon. Sorry, Leon. I think you're hot, but not that hot. That's right, she wanted to peg him. The submissive plagus... The submissive plagus is not nearly as ornery as you can imagine. Once we have access to it, we'll not only have your knowledge, but we can even reprogram your personality. On the whole, you'll still be you, just without all them pesky parts. So... Oh shit, sorry. So, this is just Stepford Wives. It's directed by Clive Barker. Great. I still don't understand. Why not just eat me now and cut out the middleman? You owe Salad something?
Las Plagas is a mirror of its host. Even a submissive will resist its destruction. If the host is agitated, you must be sedated. In an era past, we should have done it ourselves, but time has stripped us of such faculties, sorry. Now we must rely on the small one's intervention to induce a placid mind. Hence the ritual. I get it now.
If you want a sense of the alternative, just look at that butler. He panicked during the awakening, and well, you can see the result. Had to spit him out before we could even reprogram him. And boy, that made a mess. Jesus, these guys are making me want to ruin my soul fonts purely out of pity. I was wondering.
The taste of that failure lingers, but the small one doesn't seem to discriminate between the broken spirit and a possessed mind. Nonetheless, we want to experience your old flavor. So we will wait.
Yeah, well, I hope you're bitterly disappointed in the end. You have grown weed.
Oh, your skin is soft, but your spirit is hard. Our eagerness increases.
Translation. This is gonna be good. Fuck both of y'all! I'm to choosing the most repulsive voice for the flower. You're welcome. I can't do Salad's voice, but I can do the other ones for fun. Alfonso, hurry! We don't have time. We don't have a moment to lose. Oh, what happened to you, Leon? I've had enough of your mouthing off. It's time for you to learn a woman's place. Somebody's a sensitive snowflake. Sorry, Shorty. Whatever plans you made hold on. Sorry, Shorty. Whatever plans you made, unplan them. Who the...
Caught you off guard, didn't I?
Why are you here? Boss orders. He wanted me to relieve you of your of the broad. There we go. Sorry, what does a board? I'm plotting. It's just too much for me. But what? We're in the middle of the ritual. It's very important. Not to me, small fry, and not to Sadler either. He wants you focused on your new assignment. Arrgh. And what is that, pray? Dealing with our mutual friend, Leon. He's more a real nuisance, as you've apparently learned firsthand. Oh, my little puppy's making sounds. Oh, 1 sec, please.
Feeling afraid?
Maybe you should. While the two of them bickered, I was surprised to suddenly feel something rigid and cold against my left rib. I glanced over to find one of Alfonso's back claws hovering around my wrists. I looked up to find him nodding at me. He didn't speak, mandibles, you know, but somehow I understood him. I inched my body over so that my shackles were more exposed. His motion was so fast that I only knew that only the cause by the effect. My leather bindings slackened. One hard pull and they would break. I laid back again and peered up at him. He wouldn't meet my gaze, but the words of the plant god resonated. A broken spirit can seem like a possessed mind. Thank you, Alfonso. I would romance you. Been a while. Not long enough. Well, I look forward to catching up on the way over. I'll even carry you to the boat. How's that? Careful there. I might almost mistake you for a gentleman. Maybe I'll buy a fedora when we're done here. Really complete the look. I think you're going to want something that covers more of your face. And here I was gonna carry you bridal style, but now I'm thinking a sack of corn. Whatever. Just don't expect me to cuddle like the one. Ah! Comfy. Hold on. Don't expect me to cuddle like the ones you keep at home. Ah! Yeah, real first class
Watch
seat.
your back.
We're out then, little man. Word of advice. Don't be afraid to play dirty. After all, this is your last stand. So it is. So no, don't clap! I love that his name's Salad as well. Adios, Saladzar. I hope you reap everything you've sowed.
His pain, I assure you, will be exquisite.
Yeah, we're still gonna have this problem. Chapter 3, don't say you don't love me. Fucking, wait, the teddy keychain! You guys couldn't see that! He was holding a teddy keychain! My fat head was in the way! Oh, I forget how many parts there are to this, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I think it's like 60 something. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. This is a fucking delight. Yeah, it's just a really big Ame keychain. There is not 69, it actually is by design. Wait, is there unironically 69 parts to this? Are you joking? She seems like she's enjoying herself. Sailing takes me away. So, Clow, how you be? Can't complain. Ash. How is being Lord Saddle's bitch working out for you? There's been a few setbacks, but nothing I can't handle. Just a matter of time now. Just a matter of time until what? Rookie! Hi! Thank you for the follow!
Umbrella.
Damn it. I keep doing that. Umbrella? Wait a second. You mean the company that caused the Raccoon City outbreak? You work for them? Said forget about it. What are you gonna do if I refuse? Throw me overboard? Lose your bargaining chip? I don't think so. Yeah, she's kind of right. You're not as dumb as you look, Ash. I wish I could return the compliment, Clow.
I see you've honed your skills.
I like a woman with some fight in her. Aren't you gay? I thought you said you... I thought you said you liked men. Nice of you to remember. Leon's not gonna let you get away with this. You know that, right? Ah, Leon, how is my old comrade? Way hotter than you, for starters. Oh, wait, old comrade, you know him? Leon and I, we go way back. Didn't he tell you? We haven't talked about you. He never asked who kidnapped you? Yeah, basically. Same old Leon. Guy has the imagination of a rock. Well, he's not very talkative, I'll give you that. But at least he's not lying, scheming. At least he's not a lying, scheming asshole like you. What can I say? Sometimes you have to crack a few eggs if you want to make an omelet. As someone who literally had an egg hatch inside of them, your metaphor is both bland and offensive. If it makes you feel better, we're like two peas in a pod. That is equally dull, and now I'm also confused. I'm a carrier like you, but unlike you, I was worth the good stuff. Sorry, it's my auntie messaging me. Let me guess, you got the dominant strain. Huh, so you know about the types. These big ears have to be good for something. Not that I really know what the difference is. Is it like taking steroids?
Now we're talking.
It's even better than that. The level of control, the raw power. It's everything I need to chart a new course for this world. Yeah, everybody wants to rule the world, but how do you know Saddle's not just gonna kill you once he gets what he wants? Sadler might think he's in charge, but he's small time, a petty crook with a god complex. Doesn't have what it takes to enact real change. Chainsaw dude, thank you. Why? What a fun and interesting. Is that Jesus Christ? Yes. Do you realize I could totally repeat that to Saddle and throw you under the bus, right? By the time you get the chance, he'll already know he's being played. I guess that means you're cool with me recording this conversation, you know, for posterity? The hell did you just say? Relax, princess. Just trying to have fun. Enjoy your smart mouthing while you can. Actually, hold on. Since people are in here now, let me show you something fun that happened. So, like, you know how things line up sometimes? After a few minutes of awkward silence, Clow brought the boat to a stop and hoisted me into the arms of some goon. Take her to a holding cell and wait for further instructions. Got it? Si, senor. And be sure you don't break anything or our little porcelain doll here. I don't want Sadler giving me shit, but if you gotta be a little rough, by all means. I can't wait for somebody to beat your ass. Well, kitten, it was nice catching up, but this is where we part ways. Who knows, maybe I'll see you down the road. Adios, Klaus. I'll save a spot for you on the train to hell.
Come on.
Just so you know, it's Crosser. And now get the hell out of here. Crosser? Crosser? He took 3 characters out of his name and called it a day. I don't know why, but that pisses me off a lot. I'm not reading that. Hi. My man, I don't hablo Espanol. Compadre, take it up with Sadler later. Crosser drove away, leaving me alone with the goon. Oh, poor baby, hung out to dry. We can fix that. Wasn't expecting that. Always gotta watch your back. All right, now's my chance to do what? I have no idea, but I'm taking it. Damn. Oh, shit. Huh. Some kind of spotlight over there, probably a guard tower, swarming with dudes who would love the distinction of snatching this sweet ass. At the same time, hiding in plain sight might be one of my better options. Great, a path split. You know, for all my griping about being powerless, there's something to be said for letting other people bear the burden of responsibility. Path seems tempting, and that seems all the more reason to ignore and go to the right. Problem solved. I race down the path and cross over a makeshift bridge, only to be stopped by a large gap. Great, so my choice are to wait here in the open and hope that Leon is the next person to reach me, or to jump across and try and hide Big Brother's neighborhood. I could hear someone shouting behind me, someone who was definitely not
Meowie,
Leon.
meow, meow.
A lot easier to make choices when there's only one. I leapt across the gap and assessed my hide and seek options. Gotta avoid the searchlight, obviously, and the dudes, but other than that, easy peasy. Surprisingly, a few goons hanging around the back here. Maybe they have to revere Saddle's visage every hour or something. AmeDoll just came home, it's okay. I huddled behind the wall for what seemed like several minutes without hearing so much as a cackle. With nobody croping up behind me, I decided to head over to the little window and get a lay of this island. This is also strange. Where's this guy I pushed into the ocean? Was that not him shouting behind me? Is eaten by a shark too great of a hope? Not that I'm complaining, the best kind of waiting is safe waiting. After all, it's just that when life gives me lemons, it's hard to see it as an act of encouragement. His name's Lemon. That's pretty much why. Oh my god! I fucking love that. As if I hadn't experienced enough iterations on the theme of entrapment, I was carelessly tossed into a makeshift jail cell. So my night ends the way it began, with me locked in a storage room, like I'm an anthrax letter someone just keeps forgetting to mail. The fact that this has all happened in one fucking night just still gets me, dude. Very delightful. The guy's not creeping up behind her pot. Didn't like. No, it didn't really, did it? Remember, Dad? People like us don't go to prison, you said. Apparently, you didn't imagine that karma might get creative. I'm sorry, Alfonso. Your touching act of defiance only brought me about 15 minutes of actual freedom. If I just weren't so useless. Sensing my shame and doubt starting to circle like vultures, I decided to get up and go poke around. Maybe just the doorknob for old time's sake. I'm bored. Yep, locked. Although, hey, open bars. It's like they're daring me to yell for hours. The rest of the room just seemed to be stray boxes, so I headed towards the barred window. I didn't really expect to see anything, but then something or someone caught my eye. Down there, is that a woman? I wonder if she's able to hear me. Hopefully she's not a moral executive type trying to secure a seat in the boss man's new world order. Hey, you, lady up here, can you see me? Yes, she could hear me because she quickly looked in my direction. I couldn't see her expression, but her eyes lingered. I need some help, please! If my pleas reached her, it certainly didn't inspire much. Instead, she turned away and pulled out a small gun. With a quick shot fired into the night, she suddenly swung away like a freaking Spider-Man. So, can't say I had Carmen Sandiego in a party dress on my crazy kidnapping bingo card, but there it is. I didn't have time to game theory the woman's presence because my attention was suddenly ensnared by the growing sound of footsteps marching in my direction. Shit! Maybe if I need to make myself scarce for a minute. Driven by nothing more than a primitive urge to evade scary men, I hold on, how loud is the game? Oh. Driven by nothing more than a primitive urge to evade scary men, I darted into the back of the room. I only remember that it was a dead end. After just a second, there was a loud beep and the squealing of the squealing of a rusty door. I couldn't hear the men shuffling towards me, clearly not in any particular hurry. When one of them poked their heads around the corner, I reached out for me. I ducked underneath the table, crawled to the other side, and bolted towards the door. Well, if there were ever a time to employ my ideal of yelling for Leon, this is it! The goons seemed to know that this was an exercise in futility. They didn't even try to bum rush me. They just ambled up behind me, so like creeps.
Help me, Leon!
Oh, Lemon's here. Oh, why is it always ugly men who want to bust into your bubble? Ah! Panty shot. Some Spanish words that are probably not you want to get some coffee here. Okay, this guy is putting us some seriously bad vibes. I know he's pissed, but I am Saddle's precious guest. The creepster inched towards me, but then stopped all of a sudden to glance at the ceiling. I followed his gaze and saw the problem. A security camera? Could somebody named Leon be watching it? Apparently I'm the only one who thinks that's a possibility. With a distraction over my heart remembered the imminent danger and returned to panic pumping. The goon glared at me with his weird milky eyes. I instinctively began to scoot away. Why don't you boys pick on someone your own size, hmm? That voice! Could it be a troublesome woman? A second later, I was staring with somewhat morbid glee at a bloody spout where the creepster's head used to be. And there goes the other one. This lady knows how to get it all done. Professionals, man. Sorry to leave you with a mess, but don't worry. I'm sure Leon will come for you soon. Oh, wait, who are you? How do you know Leon? I'm with the FBI, but you can keep a secret. Can you keep a secret? Sorry. But can you keep a secret? Don't tell Leon you saw me. It's safer that way. Yeah, I won't tell him immediately. Good girl. You make sure that bodyguard of yours treats you right. He means well, but he's a little dense. Bye now. And she's gone. What a cool lady. I told Dad there's a diversity initiative. I told Dad those diversity initiatives would be good for the Bureau. The goons did indeed dissolve. When their particles settled, all that remained was the sound of the wind playing with the waves. And no, they didn't have keys on them, believe me, I checked. She did, Nacho. With nothing else to do, I returned to the back of the room till the adrenaline finished rushing through my bloodstream. I'd only sat down a minute when exhaustion pulled on my body like an anchor. The prospect of further terrors was barely a hum compared to the siren call of sleep. Nice Ada impression, thanks. I've never heard her voice actor before. It was like hot tan woman. I got this. Leon, please hurry. Okay, what is the time? Just double checking. Ooh! Oh, we're getting visuals of what Leon's doing. What the fuck is this game? The ass on that man. The sound of a barrel breaking alerted. Oh my guardian angel. Could he be nearby? Leon! That was Dragon's Dogma? As Leon stood up to the door, I immediately heated the coal that emanated from his smoldering gaze. That one that said, "Shut the fuck up." He quickly inspected the lock and recognized that he lacked whatever was needed to open it. He looked back at me and nodded.
Wait.
Waiting, wow, now there's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? I do have Dragon's Dogma. We can play that at some point. Leon hurriedly turned around and slipped out through the door on the right, presumably in the search for a key, or just as good as a hamburger. I was kind of hoping to cross conjugal visit off my bucket list, but well, I guess I'll just engage in the mystic female art of known as waiting on a man. I'm still feeling pretty high-strung. You know, I haven't had the opportunity to meditate for a while. I think that's just what I need to bring the temperature down. Self-soothing, here I come. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Oh, cute. Sorry, I'm in the way of her. You're enjoying a relaxing stay on the taxpayer's dime at a luxurious seaside resort. The ocean's salty musk lingers on your skin like a lover's cologne, and your mind is consumed by the desire for a hot bath. You are surprised, or more accurately, delighted to find your bodyguard already partaking of this pleasure. What a glistening in the hard lines of his biceps. And then, the ghost of Lewis wanders into your dimensional space. What? No, this is all wrong! You can't just wear normal clothes! You're supposed to be sexy! God damn it, sexy! I'll show you sexy. Not a bad save, Leon. Not bad at all. Got it. I think he got the door. I feel like it, Bacon. We good? Or is she still in her, like, zone? Hello? Game? The audio picked back up. Well, you know, I'll give it a minute to, like, load. Can you two stop fighting? Get off my bed! Sorry, my dog. Alright, sorry for those that are watching the VOD. Oh shit, it's skipping, it's skipping, it's skipping. No, please don't skip. Okay, the thing crashed, so we're hoping it doesn't crash again. We're hoping it doesn't crash again. Hey, it didn't crash this time! For some, I guess the video just didn't load. Okay, is there any audio for this? Let's find out. Ooh, where is my game audio? There we go. Are you okay? Maybe it's because it's the only question he asked, but I'm starting to love hearing those two little words.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Music to my elephantine ears. Yeah, the one with the blue dog. Yeah, Metler. Oh, Firearms, did you figure out how many chapters there were in this, by the way? What you're gonna do when you get out of jail? Just want to say I'm so glad I didn't have to spend 20 years chiseling my way out of here with a tiny pickaxe. I mean, what Bibles would I even hide in it? As we rounded the corner, Leon stopped abruptly as a small object came floating towards the window. Is this the part where Saddle sends trained bats to attack us? Because that seems like something he would do. That was a Shawshank rev. I'm glad someone else picked up on it. A paper airplane? It's got Ada's kiss on it! What is this? My 5th grade homeroom? Wait, what the fuck is that? Leon's been flirting with every thirsty bitch in Pooterville? Spain not named Ashley Graham, and now just trampling all over my hidden affections with their amorous communications. Heads are gonna fucking roll. Wait a second, realistically, the number of people who would have sent that letter has got to be tiny, right? And by tiny, I mean Miss San Diego. Leon picked up the note and pored over it with a glimmer in his eye that I hadn't seen from him before. Is Leon in a unrequited office romance with a hot bureau lady? And would Lifetime Originals accept the script if I wrote it? Remembering that I promised the lady I wouldn't mention her, and also wanting to mask my jealous rage, I turned away from Leon as he read. Instead, I tried to run the calculus on how she got that plane to glide in here so perfectly. Consummate professionals that, consummate professional that he was, Leon stowed his tender feelings in order to deal with more pressing problems, like goons coming to break our knees. One problem solved. 2 problems solved. We're up to 2.5 men. And done! Join us next week for another exciting episode of Leon S. Kennedy, Problem Solver. Who knew the secret to a clean prison break was the well-armed special ops agent? A work smarter, not harder, criminals of the world. Granted, it helps that we're dealing with some rank amateurs here. I mean, look at this chump, not even recognizing how badly he's about to get crossboned. Hi, Bat. And now look at him, a sad dissolving husk. Was your stupid arrow pistol worth it, sir? Was it? Approximately 1 second after passing the door, Leon pulled out his shotgun and did that little posturing thing that says, stop being visually present. At this close range, hot shells pelted my head and covering my ears accomplished about as much as a mom's literacy program. I know Leon can't help having the cause of major ear trauma, but it'd be nice if he could give me the tiniest forewarning before he started a rock concert with his gun. Phew! Glad that's over. I suppose I should just be grateful that I'm on his side of, I'm on the side of Leon, sorry. Phew! Glad that's over. I suppose I should just be grateful that I'm on this side of Leon's onslaught, but it's too much to ask that he brought me some earplugs. Leon pressed the button on the control board to reopen the exit. I think we all know how this is gonna go. Hey, I don't need eyes in the back of my head to know what that means. Fucking flash grenade! Ah, man, feels like forever since I saw Leon roundhouse kick somebody. But legs don't have a friendly fire setting, so I should probably just duck again. Seems to be the theme right now. And now we escape to a helicopter armed with turrets that I get to shoot. Dear sweet God, that's the fucking sniff on her nose. Dear sweet God, that smell like someone made deviled eggs out of roadkill.
This is it.
They gotta jump down there, don't they?
It stinks.
Apparently this bears emphasizing.
Sure does.
Why don't I feel like we're actually in agreement on this? I swear to God, his smile is like a sexy terrorist. You know it's bad news, but you just can't help but keep looking. However, I did protest as a matter of principle, kind of like how one might ask a suicide bomber to please refrain from exploding. Could you not blow up on me today? It's been pretty rough. It's like the last thing I need right now.
No way, Leon.
Way.
Sexy terrorist! Hold up, let's hit pause for a second and evaluate this moment. Positive, I'm holding Leon's hand. Negative, we're leaping into garbage. Also positive, Leon finally gets to be in the garbage with me. Also... Ow. I see Leon isn't the kind of man who likes to cuddle after he fucks you in the ass. Feeling like we've dived headfirst into the gripping married couple of 20 years stage of our relationship, I decided to, well, gripe.
Are you out of your mind?
I mean, obviously, but it'd be good to get his opinion.
It'd be fine if you landed on your butt.
Wait. Let's evaluate. Negative. He's mocking my butt and more generally my safety and autonomy. Positive. He's thought about the size of my butt. Now let's collate my feelings about this and see what the good old noodle spirits out as a response. Feigning anger, good cold brain. I'm sure Leon knows an idle threat when he sees one, but he still reacted with a gentleman's grace, and that's worth something. Hold up, I just realized I landed on something gross. Feels like pancake syrup mixed with dog spit.
What is this?
Come on, let's go.
Leon seems awfully skittish all of a sudden over some sticky human-shaped garbage. I gotta remember not everyone has my deep experience with trash. Oh, it is a person! Ew! Leon hurried over to the switch in front of us and opened the gate. You know, I thought maybe it was just the aggressive bacteria farts, but I'm starting to sense a real malevolence to Oh. That's kind of a problem. Ah! Flash spikes! Human hedgehog. Leon hauling ass was, for a moment, a sufficient answer. We darted past the second gate only to encounter the next problem. No way forward, thanks to some prick leaving the companion cube in the middle of the path. Leon rushed over to another lever that closed the gate behind us, giving us a few seconds to assess the situation against the, I don't know, even kinkier Voldo TM? Oh god, it's disgusting. It moves like someone injected jello into his bones, which is pretty meta considering, you know, gelatin. Leon took aim at the red barrel and waited for the creature to undulate its way towards us. If he's bothering with this tactic, I'm guessing regular bullets don't kill it outright. But hey, it's been a while since I saw Leon destroy a barrel. I'm glad he hasn't forgotten his hobbies and all this. 21. Woo! Good old barrel blast! And also, whoa, gasoline smell. Maybe they finally explained the combusting barrels by the church. One mystery down, 100 to go. With the creature distracted, we hurried over to the metal box blocking our exit. Oh, Leon, you're so proud, refusing to ask for help with pushing a box that probably weighs more than both of us combined if there were 10 of us. Don't worry, Leon, these noodle arms might not look like much, but they are absolutely baking in adrenaline. I pushed with all my push, and after a painful series of seconds, our effort paid off. The box dropped into the wastewater below and we raced across. Oh, only to find the exit blocked because it has literally anything in this godforsaken place been easier? Yeah, Leon, I don't think that's going to be nearly enough steps back. Ooh. We darted back to the other side of the garbage street and waited behind another explosive barrel. If it ain't broke, blast it. While Leon readied his only strategy, I looked back at Spike Lee, who seemed to be flailing against the closed gate. With those liquid bones, it could surely slide through the bars, but hey, you're not gonna see me complain about a stupid enemy type. Oh my god, I get up the dust of his mind as a mine! To my horror, I realized that the creatures were effectively sandwiching us in their ragged, sickly breathing. I detected an unnerving tone of hunger, like how you imagine men who buy girls' underwear off the internet. In an effort to reduce both my bodily harm and emotional investment, I ducked and waited for either success or flesh spike impalement. Fortunately, the one in front of us won the race, allowing Leon to trigger the trap and buy us a few seconds of fiery chaos in order to slip by. 22! Uh-oh. I'm assuming you can't kill those things, right? Seriously, another box? I just barely blocking the door? Why is everything the worst? Summoning every ounce of strength left of my exhausted body, we push the box, the cruel 13 inches are necessary to pass through. Oh, you can kill them? Okay. Whoever designed this fucking world is an asshole! Oh. No pausing now. I came in like a wrecking ball. Na, 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 hard I'd fall. 13 inches, you say? Okay, I think I'm gonna stop the recording here again for now. Just for the next part.